Hey guys, Serena Starlight Witch here. I hope everyone's doing well and fabulous today. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you to those who have been doing so. So, I have another video to make, something else that I've been wanting to talk about. So, I saw this video on TikTok of a girl saying, another witch for hire, another spellcaster for hire. And she was saying, if you think a witch can help you, what makes you think that she can't fuck you up? So she was talking about something that's been going on for years now, and it's getting worse as time goes on. And I know I talk about scammers a lot. I talk about witches who are scammers a lot, but it's not just the witches. It's customers and clients too. And she was talking about how all these customers and clients not paying their witches the full amount that they owe them, ripping them off, lying to them, speaking on their name, giving them false bad reviews, speaking falsely on them, just doing a bunch of fucked up shit that ain't right. And she was like, I don't understand why these people think that we can help them, can save, their relationship, change their life, but think that we can't fuck them up. Like, you think we have the power to help you, but you think that we don't have the power to fuck you up? Us witches, we're a double-edged sword, okay? We can do both. We can help you and fuck you up at the exact same time if need be. So I couldn't agree more with that video that I watched. I've seen, you won't believe the amount of witches that I've seen be scammed. Customers not paying them the full amount that they owe them, ripping them off, lying to them, let's say they order a product from them and then they lie and say they never see the product and they dispute the charge, just doing a bunch of dumb shit, or just giving false bad reviews, talking, bad about them on Reddit, just doing a lot of fuck shit. So you think that we can help you. You come to us to help you to change your life, but you think that if you don't do right by us that we can't fuck you up. 9 times, actually not 9 times out of 10, excuse me, coffee. 10 times out of 10, I don't have, if a customer or client fucks me over, I don't have to do anything. Hecate takes care of it for me, or one of the others. But usually, Hecate takes care of it, because it's like, my business is kind of like Hecate's business too. Like, I do most of my spells with her, so she gets offerings, she gets to help other people, so speaking down on me and my business is kind of like fucking with her business, and you don't fuck with no spirit's money. You do not mess with a spirit's money, with their reputation, okay? You don't do that. That's a big no-no. So a witch's business is like, her spirit's business too. It's their money too. It's their reviews too. It's their credit too. And the spirits will protect their business. Keep that in mind. So, I see it a lot. It's quite unfortunately. I have a client. Well, she's not my client anymore. But there's a person who used to be my client that owes me $6,000. I am going to make a story time about her. I'm not going to give away her information, or, you won't know who it is. But I was deeply scammed by a customer. She befriended me. She pretended to love me. She pretended to have my back. And then when I started to catch on, she tried to fake one of her parents' death to try to get out of paying me. I knew she wasn't going to pay me because of how greedy she was. I ended up blocking her and just cutting her off completely. I never cursed her, never hexed her, never did anything. But Hecate fucked her ass up. I mean, all the way fucked up. Okay? That lady probably wears a diaper now with how fucked Hecate did her. Like, I don't even, like, I'm like, okay, I don't even gotta do anything. Thanks, Hecate. But this woman literally lied to Hecate, used her, betrayed her. I'm gonna have to make a long story time. But that is a big no-no. Hecate is one of the most powerful spirits in the world. And she talks to other spirits. So damn well Hecate went around and told every spirit to not help that bitch. Do not help this lady. She's a scammer. She's a liar. She lied to me. She scammed me, my devotee. She owes us, Hecate did get her money, though. She got some of it. Not all of it, but that girl had to pay up in other ways. She lost a bunch of things that she ended up having to pay for, like things that she had to replace. The spirits will get their payment one way or another. They will get it. But this person still owes me, but they'll never pay me because of how greedy and selfish this. But anyway, this person will never pay me because of how greedy and selfish she is. I learned my lesson, though. I would never befriend another client. I'll never give them my real name, my real address. It's strictly, I love my customers and clients. I care about them. They can contact me at any time. But I would never befriend them or trust them to that degree ever again. She treated me as her slave, guys. She literally treated me as her slave. Used my mind, okay, my spiritual abilities, manipulate. I would never fall for this again, though. You live and you learn. You live and you learn, unfortunately. I'm out of money, a lot of money. I spent personal money on her supplies. I did it for her. I should have never did something in advance without payment. But I trusted this person, But anyway, this person did not get what they wanted. Hecate made sure that if she would have did right by me, she would have been blessed. She would have got what she wanted. I've got to do a story time, because it's a long story. She wanted me to do love magic. She paid me for the first spell, but didn't pay me more after that. And I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working, because it was working. And I only needed to do a few more things, and it would have been successful, And then I found out it was because Hecate was blocking it all. And yeah, my intuition told me, my dreams told me, my intuition told me, but I ignored it. Sometimes us witches, no matter how powerful we are, no matter how gifted we are, we ignore our intuition, we ignore our dreams, because we want to give people the benefit of the doubt. We want to trust and love people, but never again. But I didn't curse her or hex her. But Hecate, like I said, Hecate fucked this girl up, fucked her up to hell and back, okay, to the fucking moon and back. So I don't know what makes people think that they can use a witch, lie to her, use her, scam her, rip her off, and they not get fucked up. You can get away with that with a scamming ass witch who ain't got no power. Yes, but if you go to a real witch who has real spirits backing her up, real deities, angels, infernals, ancestors, a witch who has real power, if you do that to a real witch, you're fucked. You're gonna, okay, you're screwed. The spirits, they don't mess around with their payment. They don't mess around with their offerings. They don't mess around with their business. They don't mess around with their reputation. They don't mess around with not receiving their gratitude. They believe it or not, the spirits like getting thank you cards. They like getting reviews and feedback and offerings. You know, like, they will get pissed off if you don't leave a witch a review. I know that sounds stupid. I know it sounds bullshit, but they will. It doesn't matter if you did pay a witch. If you don't give that witch their feedback, like I give Hecate, her thank you cards. Like, a lot of times us witches will give the feedback, print it off and give it to those spirits, give them the thank you cards, go out and buy their offerings. Like, when you fuck with the witch's business, you're fucking with her spirits, because the spirits expect reviews, they expect feedback, they expect their payment and their offerings. Hell, more than what the witch does. So if you don't do right by a witch, don't leave her reviews, don't leave her feedback, don't pay her full amount of money, speak ill on her name. If you do these things, you're gonna, 9 times out of 10, the witch ain't gotta touch you, the spirits will. They will mess you up. The spirits, like I said, they will defend their business, because it is a business for them too. You're messing with their reputation at that point, and their business, and their offerings, and their money, and their gratitude. But yeah, you gotta be some kind of stupid. You gotta be the most stupidest human being on earth if you go to a witch thinking that she can help you, but think that she don't have the power to destroy you. You gotta be some kind of stupid. You gotta be a stupid human being to screw over a gifted, spiritual gifted person with spiritual gifts and powers and spiritual backing. Like, you're some kind of, like, you deserve everything you get. Like, how stupid do you gotta be? But believe it or not, guys, a lot of people do this to witches. Witches get scammed, witches get lied to and used, they get ripped off, freaking disputes charged on their accounts, fucking bad reviews, ill spoken on their name. And one way or another, these people who do that to these witches, the legit witches anyway, they will get what's coming. It may be in a few days, a few weeks, or maybe in a few years. The spirits are usually, they plot their revenge. They plot, they wait, they watch you like a hawk, and they wait. But yeah, how stupid you got to be some kind of stupid to rip off a witch. You got to be stupid just to speak down on a witch, just to talk shit about her behind her back. The spirits see and know everything. But let's just say a witch who doesn't work with spirits, and you rip her off, you scam her, you owe her money. A real witch will curse you and hex you until you meet your downfall, until you are in your grave. If you don't pay her, she'll make sure you pay in some way. So you might end up paying with your whole existence, and a witch, who curses you and her spirits fuck you up, you're done for, So a witch can fuck you up herself, her spirits can fuck you up, or they can fuck you up together. Either way, if you mess with a real witch, if you lie to her, if you scam her, if you rip her off, you gotta be the dumbest human being on earth. You gotta be the greediest, most selfish, dumbest human being on earth, and you deserve everything that's coming to you. But yeah, guys, this is real. I mean, clients and customers do this all the time. They're practitioners all the time, constantly. It always happens. Unfortunately, it's a lot to deal with when you're a spiritual worker. But to use us and abuse us for our power, our gift, because we are gifted, to use us for our spiritual gifts, our spiritual abilities, and our spirits, it's so evil. It's so wicked. It's like, some of us spiritual workers get treated like we're slaves. People will literally treat us like we're slaves, wanting us to work, want to work us to death, but not want to pay us. It's sad, it's heartbreaking, but you won't get away with it. You'll get away with it if it's not a legit practitioner, a practitioner who's a scammer, a liar, and not legit. You'll get away with it then for sure. But may God help you if you do it to a real practitioner. Seriously, may God help you. I'm telling you, some horrible, horrible things can happen to you and your loved ones. And like I said, I don't even have to do anything. My spirits do it for me. So anyway, I just want to talk about that because it's important to talk about. It's not just witches who scam people, it's customers and clients scamming people too, and it is sickening. It's very, very, very common. I've heard a lot of horror stories from practitioners talking about how they were ripped off or scammed by their customers, by their clients. So yeah, it's sad, it's heartbreaking. You gotta be careful out there as a spiritual worker. You gotta be careful out there because people will use and abuse you for your gifts, for your abilities, and for your power. So, and another thing, I was thinking there's something I forgot, but what was it? And that is giving another deity or giving another spirit credit. I've seen a lot of people, believe it or not, I've seen a lot of people do this. A lot of people will turn around and give Jesus credit. I've seen lots of people do this. But they'll, and Jesus, I'm not trying to talk bad about him. He can help people. But a lot of the times, like, if someone does work for you with the help of another spirit, Hecate, an angel, another god or goddess, and you go and give Jesus credit, oh God, let me tell you, the spirits don't play about that. One thing that they hate is doing something for you, and then you go say, oh, praise Jesus, thank you, Jesus. They're going to look at you like, bitch, what did you say? Bitch, are you giving Jesus credit for my work? For what I did for you? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, that ass is mine. That's how that spirit's going to look at you. They don't like that. A lot of people like to give Jesus credit. Like, they'll hire a witch or ask a witch or even pray to the spirit themselves for help. And then when they get that help, when things start getting better and improving, they're like, oh, praise Jesus, praise God. That spirit's going to look at you like, what'd you say to me, bitch? What did you just say? Did you say praise Jesus? Bitch, that was me. That was me. The spirits have nothing against Jesus, but to give another spirit, another deity, credit for what they did, God help you, and God help you. They don't like that. They don't like it when someone else gets credit for what they did. They will take it all away, and they'll make your situation worse. So yeah, make sure you give the right spirit credit. If a spirit did something for you, you give that spirit credit. Anyway, guys, I'm not trying to spread fear or anything. I'm just trying to spread awareness, Like I said, make sure you give the right spirit appreciation. You don't want to never give someone else appreciation for someone else's work, because the spirits do get offended, okay? Their feelings do get hurt. They can be pissed off. So yeah, anyway, I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Bye.